For over half a century, one currency has controlled global trade, powered oil markets, and given the United States extraordinary influence over the world economy. The US dollar became more than just money. It became the backbone of global finance.
But today, behind the scenes, a slow and slight shift is taking place. Countries are beginning to prepare for a future where they no longer rely on the dollar. Alliances are changing, trade systems are evolving, and the financial structure that supported American dominance may be starting to weaken. This is the story of de-dollarization and the potential end of the petrodollar era. To understand why this matters, we need to go back to the early 1970s. At that time, the global financial system depended on the US dollar being backed by gold. Countries trusted the dollar because they believed it could always be exchanged for physical gold stored in American reserves. However, in 1971, the United States made a historic decision. The government entered the gold standard, meaning the dollar was no longer directly backed by gold. This created uncertainty around the world. If the dollar was no longer tied to gold, many countries began questioning why they should continue trusting it. America needed a new way to maintain global demand for its currency, and the solution would change the global economy forever. During the mid 1970s, the United States reached a strategic agreement with major oil producing nations. The arrangement was simple but extremely powerful. Oil, the lifeblood of the modern industrial world. Transportation, energy production, manufacturing, economic growth would now be sold exclusively on US dollars. In return, the United States would provide military protection and political support to these oil producing countries because every nation depends on oil. This agreement forced countries across the world to hold large reserves of US dollars. If a country wanted to buy oil, it first needed to acquire American currency. This system became known as the petrodollar system, and almost overnight it created enormous global demand for the dollar. The petrodollar system gave the United States a financial advantage, unlike anything seen before. Most countries must carefully balance how much money they print. Printing too much can destroy a currency and cause hyperinflation. But global demand for dollars allowed the United States to print and borrow money with fewer immediate consequences. It allowed America to run large trade deficits, maintain massive government spending, and still hold economic stability. Countries around the world began storing their wealth in US Treasury bonds, effectively lending money to the United States government. In many ways, the world was helping finance American economic growth and global military power. For decades, this system worked remarkably well, and it helped establish the United States as the dominant global superpower. But no financial empire lasts forever. Cracks in the system began appearing during the global financial crisis of 2008. When major American banks collapsed, shockwaves spread across international markets. Economic damage was felt worldwide. Many countries suddenly realized their financial stability was deeply connected to decisions made in the United States, and this created concern. Over time, another factor increased global anxiety. The United States began using the dollar as a political tool. Economic sanctions were placed on countries that challenged American policies. When nations are cut off from dollar-based financial networks, they can lose access to international trade, global banking systems, and foreign currency reserves almost instantly. This demonstrated the enormous power that dollar dominance gave the United States, and it convinced many countries that relying too heavily on one currency could be dangerous. In response, several nations began slowly reducing their dependence on the dollar. Some countries started trading energy. Some began building alternative payment systems. Central banks around the world also began changing their reserve strategies. Instead of storing most of their wealth in dollar-based assets, many increased their gold holdings, and some began exploring digital currency systems. These changes are not happening suddenly, they are unfolding gradually, often through quite diplomatic agreements and long-term economic planning. There are several major reasons why countries are pursuing de-dollarization. The real concern for the United States is not sudden collapse, it is gradual decline. If more countries slowly reduce their use of the dollar, global demand may decrease over time. Reduced demand could make it more expensive for the United States to borrow money. Inflation risks could increase, and America's ability to influence global financial policy could weaken. These changes would likely unfold over decades, but their long-term consequences could reshape global economic power. If oil and major global commodities began trading in multiple currencies, the world could shift toward a multi-currency financial system. De-dollarization is not only about finance. It is about global influence, political power, and control over international trade systems. The petrodollar system helped the United States maintain financial dominance for more than 50 years. But throughout history, every dominant economic system eventually faces competition. The real question is not whether change will occur. The real question is how quickly the transition will happen and what the world will look like once it does. Right now, behind international negotiations, trade agreements, and diplomatic partnerships, a new financial structure is slowly emerging. It is developed quietly and strategically, but its impact could redefine the global balance of power. The future of money is evolving, and the decisions being made today could shape the global economy for generations to come. If you think this video was knowledgeable, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.